So what about you? This is my last piece to wind it up. Playing your part, careers in the event sector. Well, there's been a rapid growth in this area, and I guess it's quite an eclectic and complex area, because a lot of people, when we advertise jobs, think of events, they come from the hospitality sector. I'm not looking for those people. I'm looking for people that have got their hands dirty, understand the events industry, understand the things that Donald and I have spoken about this morning, and have a real passion to work in that field. So, without being rude, but if you've worked, at a corporate hospitality event, I'm not interested. And I'm going to talk to you about how you get involved and engaged moving forward. It's great that we've now got 5 educational establishments in Scotland pushing the events agenda. And obviously, certainly here in this part of the world, it's hugely pushed through the work that Joe does with his team and some of the innovative work that he's done around the centre. But I think it's also critical that the academia world begin to work together. So we do actually have some commonality in approach in terms of how we move forward. So what's the route in? There's varied routes in. You'll see there it says second, third sector career. For me, it was about fourth. My background, I was a teacher, believe it or not, by profession. Went into sports coaching, moved into world-class performance sport, moved into be a chief executive governing body, and then came to sports and cultural events. So it's quite a changing route. And so there I wouldn't necessarily get despondent in that respect. But you've got to be very focused on what you want to achieve. And there's many employment routes that you can move into agencies, venues, destination marketing organisations, which are growing. There are lots now in Scotland. But you do need event experience. You have to get out there and volunteer. You have to get some CPD stuff on your CV. And that will take time and effort from you, and it will also probably cost you money. Now that's probably quite a harsh pill to swallow, but if I've got people applying for jobs that have volunteered at major games or cultural festivals, I'll think, they really want it. And it's about hunger, it's about passion and desire. So one of the things I would encourage you to do is, Scotland has a wealth of opportunity, go out and volunteer and get some miles in the tank, as it were, and really move forward. Lots of cons, lots of pros. It's not 9 to 5, it's not cushy. There's lots of weekends. It is pressurised and stressful. There are tight deadlines. You do get lots of anxiety, but also you get huge variety. There's no routine. It's absolutely diverse. You get interact with some fantastic people in the world. Some of the great, you saw the Jamaican Burns Supper. What greater privilege than working on an event like that. And people that have huge passion for that genre and niche. It's a chance to be creative. Michelle's not been that long in our team, but we're about taking risks, which is pretty unusual in this day and age. But unless you take risk and dream and aspire a bit, the events will never come to the fore. But you've got to rise to the challenge. You have to deliver, which is why going back to the gathering, that was probably one of my greatest disappointments in my career. That event, great the weekend, financial disaster. But it is privileged and rewarding. So again, I'm happy to leave this with you, but there's some of the types of routes that you could move into in terms of some of the vacancies that we trawled in the last couple of weeks that currently sit. You've got local authorities, you've got events agencies, professional medical associations, leading events and exhibitions, small conferences. Places like the EICC, places like SECC, go and volunteer and work at events. You need to research the industry. Who are the key players? Network. One of the greatest things in life is having a strong network, because then you will get on. Don't sit in your bunker or in your silo. Get out and meet people. Today is a great opportunity. All the people that are here that are non-students, talk to them. Get their business card. Find out who they are. So in future you can follow up and say, by the way, I met you at QMU on whenever it was. Can you help me? And most people will say yes, because that's the nature of the business and the industry. Be aware of the bigger picture. Think about what's happening in Scotland if you wish to stay in Scotland, or the 3 young ladies I spoke to from Bulgaria, Italy and Germany. Think about what's happening in your nation moving forward. I wish my Bulgarian, German and Italian was as good as your English. And be aware of the different elements that contribute to the overall event, such as PR, media, project management. It's not just about what happens on the field of play or in the theatre or in the tattoo landscape. It's everything around it. Is there anything on there? Which is the contacts I've talked about, networks, and probably the most important thing is you've got to be tenacious. Keep plugging away, because you probably won't succeed the first time. You'll get probably more no's than yeses, but then you'll have that break that makes the difference. And once you get into something like that, it's hugely rewarding. And as you can tell, I'm hugely passionate about the industry and the job, as most of my team are. And I think that if you can get that from what I'm saying to you in this 45 minutes, that's the one thing, apart from Scott and the perfect stage, that I get you to take away. So thanks very much.